I find that painting allows you to express your creativity, and other artists view my paintings and comment on them, and it gives you a feeling of satisfaction and self-worth.
I talk about, or I think in terms of before the stroke, after the stroke. We had gone down to Canandaigua to celebrate an anniversary, and we went out to dinner with the couple who owned the bed and breakfast.
The waitress asked me, "Did you say tomatoes or did you say potatoes?" And it was at that point that I realized that I must have been slurring my words.
And I noticed that the left side of his body, his arm was all curled up like this.
My face had a bit of a droop in it.
We got into the ambulance. I remember them buckling Joe up, buckling me up and saying, "Mrs. Newton, we're going to go very fast." They said, that he'd had a major stroke, and that was the start.
The recovery process is an ongoing process. It's 13 years of gradual change.
I was told initially that Joe might be on a feeding tube.
One of the milestones for me was being able to eat solid food.
It was such a treat to see the expression on his face when he bit into an apple after months and months, and he said that was the best darned apple he'd ever had.
A lot of the executive functions had been impaired. It was much more difficult to plan, to do more than one thing at a time.
I never would suspect 12 years later that Joe would be doing, first of all, that he'd be here, that he'd be doing such an amazing job. And there really is just life now, and it's a good life, and that is due to stroke research.
The importance of research for me is that it allows you hope.
Just the understanding of the brain and its plasticity and how it can change has enhanced our life and made it what I call our new normal.
It's never going to be the same as before the stroke, but it's still an extremely fulfilling and rewarding life.
He is back to full-time cooking. That's just amazing. I leave him in the kitchen, he does his work, he brings out my dinner. It's the way it was before.
Where we go from here and what we do beyond today, I can't say for sure, but I know that you will continue to enjoy life for what it is and how precious it is.
The stroke was a storm. It was a major storm. It was a Katrina storm. We're into the calm period, the enjoyment period of recovery, and now it's serene. It's wonderful.